Alright, picture this. A golden, sun-drenched afternoon, the kind where the air is buzzing with possibility. Kids are bouncing with energy, their laughter echoing across the park, and dogs are practically vibrating with excitement, tails wagging so hard you'd think they might take off. The scene is set for something truly special. It's time for what I like to call the ultimate adventure, an epic dog walk with kids in tow. Not just any walk, but the kind that promises surprises, giggles, and maybe a little bit of chaos along the way. Sounds simple, right? Just grab the leashes and go. But buckle up, because it's rarely just a walk in the park. It's more like a wild, unpredictable journey where anything can happen. The first few steps are pure joy, tails wagging, giggles everywhere, shoes barely tied, and everyone full of hope that this time maybe just maybe things will go smoothly. But suddenly the chaos kicks in. It's like someone flipped a switch and unleashed a whirlwind of energy. One kid wants to race ahead, convinced they're training for the Olympics. Another wants to stop and pick every wildflower, examining each petal like a tiny botanist. And the dog? Well, the dog just wants to sniff. Absolutely everything. Every tree, every bush, every mysterious patch of grass is a new adventure. If you've ever tried to keep a straight line, you know it's more like herding cats, but the cats are also on skateboards. The leashes tangle, the kids zigzag, and you're left wondering if you'll ever make it to the end of the block. And then, out of nowhere it happens. A full-on play session erupts. Suddenly the walk turns into a spontaneous game, and everyone's swept up in the fun. The kids toss a stick, the dog chases it with wild abandon, and before you know it, everyone's sprinting across the grass like it's the final lap of a championship. Shoes fly off, hair gets wild, and the world shrinks down to just this moment of pure, unfiltered joy. There's laughter, barking, maybe a little friendly wrestling. Okay, a lot of wrestling. And somehow, everyone's shoes end up muddy. The grass stains are badges of honor, proof of a day well spent. But let's talk about the magic in these moments. It's not just about the running or the games, it's about the connection, the way time seems to slow down and the world feels a little brighter. Watching kids and canines play together is like seeing two worlds collide in the best way possible. There's a kind of unspoken language between them, a trust and joy that's hard to describe but easy to feel. Dogs teach kids patience and empathy, waiting their turn, sharing toys, learning to read each other's moods. It's a lesson in kindness that sticks with them long after the walk is over. And learning not to pull too hard on the leash? That's a big one. It's about respect, understanding, and working together as a team. And kids? They remind dogs that life is all about fun, adventure, and maybe a few stolen snacks when no one's looking. There's a mischief in their eyes that dogs just can't resist. Sometimes there's a pause for water breaks, where everyone sits together, catching their breath and sharing a quiet moment before the next burst of energy. Of course, it's not always smooth sailing. There are bumps along the way, minor mishaps, tangled leashes, and the occasional disagreement. The occasional squabble over who gets to hold the leash or who gets to throw the next stick can spark some serious negotiations. And let's not forget the dog who decides that mud puddles are the ultimate playground, diving in with zero regrets and maximum enthusiasm. But honestly, that's where the best memories are made. The messier, the better. The stories you'll tell later are always the ones where things didn't go as planned. Those moments of chaos, laughter, and yes, even a tug of war over a squeaky toy. They're what make these walks legendary. It's the kind of fun that sticks with you. So next time you head out for a walk with kids and your four-legged buddy, embrace the chaos. Let the play happen. Let the adventure unfold, even if it means taking the long way home. Snap a few pictures of the mud-splattered faces and wagging tails. These are the moments you'll want to remember, the ones that make you smile long after the mud has been washed away. Because these epic dog walks aren't just about exercise. They're about building friendships, sharing adventures, and making every day a little more extraordinary. They're about growing up together, one muddy step at a time. And hey, if you end up with a few muddy footprints on the couch, that's just proof of a day well lived, a memory made, and a story worth telling. So kick off those muddy shoes, give your dog a well-earned belly rub, and know that you just had a pretty epic walk, one that everyone, paws and all, will remember.